These are the 7 most common sentences we hear from producers and marketing managers who come to us at the start of their project. By the end of this video, you'll know how to avoid the 7 biggest challenges that sabotage brand activations and pop-ups, as well as how we help our clients navigate these every single time. If you've ever worried about your activation missing its deadline, having its budget blown out, or the execution of the custom build not living up to expectations, you're not alone. And let's be honest, that's all valid stuff to be stressing about. So let's get straight into it. Number 1, my last custom builder said no. Tired of hearing that won't work every time you share a new idea? A good builder should help you make the wildest things happen, not just shut them down. You're not crazy for wanting to do something different, but too often custom builders come in swinging about reasons why things can't be done. This can crush momentum, water down concepts, or even worse, get the whole thing canned. The best custom builders don't start with no, they start with how. They look at how your idea can work without killing the magic. So here are 3 things to look out for when you're working with your custom builder. They ask thoughtful questions up front, and before offering feedback, they aim to understand your vision inside out. Next, they suggest options, not just obstacles. They'll propose smarter materials, build tweaks and methods to bring your idea to life. And lastly, they treat your concept as a collaboration. It's not you versus them, it's a joint effort to protect the creative. You might worry that this is going to create a lot of back and forth from the beginning and that this is going to waste a bit of time. However, in reality, this actually speeds things up because your build team understand exactly what needs to be done. If your custom builder can't match your creative energy with practical solutions, then they might not be the right fit. You want a builder that says, yep, let's figure this out together. Number 2, the deadline is really tight. Have you ever heard this classic from a supplier? We'll try, but we're not making any promises. Well, we all know in our industry, that's just not gonna work. Your campaign's got a launch day, full stop. If your suppliers can't deliver to a deadline, it's not just inconvenient. It can cost a client, an agency, and your reputation. And yet, so many suppliers treat deadlines as flexible. A good custom builder is gonna treat your deadline as gospel. They don't just cross their fingers and hope, they reverse engineer everything to meet it. And here are a few things you can look out for to make sure that they're going about things the right way for you. Firstly, they ask you about the key event dates pretty much straight away. Then they break down every phase of the project working backwards, and that way they can figure out exactly what's achievable between now and when the project's got to go live. And lastly, they communicate with you really clearly. They keep you in the loop and make sure that you know what's happening next. You might think tight turnarounds are just too risky, but a good custom builder knows how to balance speed and quality, and they won't promise you something they can't deliver. Number 3, we don't have much of a budget for this one. Custom builds don't always have to break the bank. A good custom builder can design to your budget and not beyond it. It's a classic trap. You get sign off on a killer design, and then you get hit with a quote that makes your eyes water. At that point, you're either compromising on the vision or begging the client for more money. And a good custom builder is going to be upfront about costs from day one. They'll guide you to make budget-smart decisions early without sacrificing impact on the design. So your custom builder should be asking you for budget boundaries before discussing materials and methods. Then ideally, you want them providing you with a couple of different price points and maybe even have them throw in a couple of visuals to help you understand what they're talking about. And lastly, you want them to be warning you about anything that's going to tip you over the edge of your budget so that there's no nasty surprises later on. And if you're worried about budget-friendly solutions looking cheap, a good custom builder's gonna know how to make some smart swaps so that your activation's still gonna look awesome. A great builder is gonna look at your budget as a tool, not a roadblock, and they'll work with you to squeeze every bit of value out of it. Number 4, we've designed our concept and every single little detail. Think you need a polished concept before going to your custom builder? Well, actually, the earlier you involve them, the better the process is going to be. It's tempting to lock down your idea completely before going to your custom builder, but that can lead to wasted time, costly revisions, and last-minute panic. A really good custom builder should be able to help you with the creative process. They'll help you shape your idea into something that's feasible before you spend a heap of time and money designing something that's not going to suit your budget or timeline. Here are the 3 things that I recommend you get your custom builder to help you with. The first one's developing the idea at the concept stage. Second, get them to offer some real-world insights that you can incorporate into your creative. And lastly, get them to help you to balance your vision with feasibility. You'll avoid costly redesigns and get the green light from everybody way faster. The right custom builder should be someone who can work with you throughout the process, not just a bunch of people that rock up at the end. Number 5, my last custom builder didn't care. Ever feel like your custom builder built you something nice, but kind of missed the vibe? The right custom builder should understand the brand, not just the blueprint. A good activation isn't just about what you build, it's about how it makes people feel. And the best builders should obsess over the brand just as much as you do. They should consider every touch point, how it looks, feels, and flows for the audience. And here are some things you want to make sure that your custom builders are across. The first one's the goal of the popper, not just the materials and finishes. Then how the design of the structure influences interaction and flow. And lastly, you want them understanding all the little details. Sightlines, finishes, textures, etc. You might think experience is your department and the build is theirs, but you'll get a much better result if the builder understands the whole picture. Number 6, my last builder didn't even answer his phone. Sick of builders going MIA, missing details, or just doing their own thing? Clear, calm, proactive communication should be a given, not just a bonus. Even with a great concept, things can fall apart if your builder's off doing their own thing. Changes don't get flagged, updates are vague and last minute, or worse yet, they don't even answer the phone. You should never be chasing updates or crossing your fingers that everything's okay. Here's 3 things that they should be doing for you. They should be committing to a regular update schedule, whether this is weekly, bi-weekly, or milestone based. Next, they should be speaking your language, not just construction jargon that nobody understands. Lastly, they should be proactive, flagging risks, changes, or ideas before you have to ask. You might feel that that's just how builders are, but that's not really good enough. You deserve a partner who's on it, responsive, and crystal clear. Communication should feel like working with a teammate, not trying to manage a wild card. And number 7, my last bump in and bump out was total chaos. If you think the build's the hard part, wait until bump in day. A good custom builder should make the bump in really boring in the best way possible. This is where things can really unravel. Late deliveries, confusion on site, missing items. Your heart's pounding and you're just hoping everything's gonna work out. A good custom builder is gonna treat your bump in and bump out as part of the show, not just an afterthought. They're gonna plan it like an opening night. And here's 3 things you want from your custom builder on or before the big day. A detailed bump in and bump out plan in advance. Next, they rock up the site with all their tools, backup gear, and the right crew. And lastly, they make sure everybody knows the plan. Your team, their team, and anyone else involved. You might feel like chaos is just part of the deal, but trust me, there's a huge difference between busy and chaotic. When a bump in feels calm and seamless, everything else falls into place. That's not luck, it's just planning. If you want your activation to be a success and not a stress fest, it starts with choosing the right custom builder. Not someone who can just build, but someone who can think with you.